Okay. So Aries, the Ace of Swords surrounds your entire reading. It's all about truth. It's all about clarity. Seeing things clearly really helps light the way so that you can move into the light, into the happiness, into the place where you want to live your life. So we're going to talk about this. This is what the reading's all about. Up in your highest energy is the Six of Swords. Well, you might feel stuck, but you're not. You're moving forward. You're moving away from dark, cloudy skies, dark waters towards the light. And, you know, it's by picking up these swords of truth and clarity. Look at all the swords you're picking up. Kind of slow moving, but you're doing it and you're getting there. You're getting where you want to be. So, right next to the Six of Swords and right above the Ace of Swords is the Eight of Swords. So I think that you were kind of ignoring the truth and clarity for a while, not really dealing with it, maybe not wanting to deal with it. You have a blindfold on, you have swords all around you. Your fist is on your chin when you can really take off that blindfold and take a look around you and see the truth and clarity. Well, now you are, because you're putting those swords on the boat with you and you're pushing it towards the light. I have the Seven of Wands right next to the Eight of Swords. So you have people around you, people who love you, people who care about you, you know, and it just feels like everybody's got an opinion, you know, about how you should be moving forward. You have your own wand here. So, you know, I think you listen to them, you pay attention to them, but you're going to do what you want to do in the end. But you may accept some of this advice that's coming in helping you to move forward. I have the Five of Swords under the Six of Swords next to the Ace of Swords. We have a lot of swords in your reading so far. So the Five of Swords, there you are, picking up those swords of truth and clarity. That's actually coming out of the Eight of Swords. And you're letting an old energy leave the scene. They're leaving your energy. So this is going to help you. This is helping you move forward towards the light, towards where you want to be in your life. And on the other side of the Ace of Swords is the Seven of Swords. Under the Seven of Wands, more swords, but these are deceitful swords. It's like hiding something. I think there was someone in your life. I think that's the energy that you're letting fade off into the distance because you are now becoming more and more clear about things. So somebody was being deceitful, but you're letting them go. I have the Two of Swords under the Five of Swords. You weren't dealing with that Five of Swords. It's like, I think you knew what you needed to do. You got the Moon. The Moon is enlightening you, okay? You were protecting your heart. You got your swords up in self-defense, but you weren't really paying attention to the truth and clarity because you didn't want your heart to get hurt. Now you are. You no longer have a blindfold on with the Five of Swords here. You're very much aware, and you're picking them up. You're gathering them up. I have the Four of Wands next to the Two of Swords and under the Ace of Swords. Oh, this is a soulmate. You know, I think there's a soulmate coming in now. I think you're heading towards, when you reach this place of the light where you want to be, I think there's a soulmate out there waiting for you. I'll see the 1111. It's a very strong connection. There's a lot of joy. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of celebration in this card. Wow. You've waited for this soulmate to come in. You waited with the Seven of Swords. Whoever this was probably gave you some type of hope of commitment or security or stability, but it never came to fruition. Because I see you spending a lot of time with that Seven of Swords energy and nothing happening. So it's right next to the Four of Wands. I feel like this is what's going to be happening. There's somebody coming in, and I think they're who you've been waiting for. You may not know who that is, but they're coming in. For Aries, please. There's the Queen of Wands, which can be a card for Aries. I need a couple more cards here. There we go. I got one extra, so we will read it. I have the Wheel The Wheel of Fortune, the universe, right next to the Seven of Wands. The universe is involved. They have a hold of the wheel. They have a hold of your life. They're pushing you. They're pulling on you. They're whispering in your ear. They're having you make decisions to move you forward. They want you to move forward towards the light. So it's very comforting to know that the universe has your back. The wheel is next to the Four of Swords. You've been spending time, you do spend time alone, either praying, meditating, soul searching, and trying to let these swords of truth and clarity come to you. By letting them come to you, you are able, with the Six of Swords here, got the Ace of Swords surrounding your entire reading. Look at all the light around those swords. So they're bringing you a lot of clarity and a lot of healing. So you are healing from heartache, you're healing from the wrong swords being in your life, the Seven of Swords. There might have been third party with this sword, with this Three of Swords. But whatever it was, you're letting that old energy go. With that Five of Swords, you have so many swords in your reading. So you are moving towards a place where you want to be in your life. I have the Queen of Wands under the wheel, right next to the Seven of Swords. The most passionate card in the deck. You're a very passionate person. Wherever you put your love, you put your passions. I don't care if it's work or gardens or people, whatever it is, okay? This is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. One of those might be strong in someone else's chart, too, around this reading. But you're holding a staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. You are so ready to move forward. Right under the wheel. They know you're ready to move forward. And they are helping you to move forward. You may not be moving forward as fast as you like to move forward because we have the Six of Swords here. It is kind of a learning process in picking up all these swords of truth and clarity to get you where you want to be. I have the Knight of Swords right under the Four of Swords and right next to the Queen of Wands. Well, the Knight of Swords is actually taking action. This is the most actionable card in the deck. You're going after that truth and clarity. It's almost like you kind of whiff of, how you feel in knowing truth and clarity and making decisions and moving forward in your life, and you like it, and you want more. That is fantastic. And, the Knight of Swords, it comes from going within. It comes from, figuring out what it is that you want and actually letting some old energies out of your life. I have the Justice card next to the Knight of Swords and under the Three of Swords. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you are becoming rebalanced because this other energy threw you off balance. Your sword is hanging down in front of you for self-protection. You have a blindfold on. You have 3 cards with the blindfold on. This one's good, though. This one it's like self-justice, blind justice for you, for yourself. Don't judge yourself. You can't judge yourself. Just be yourself and get rebalanced and, keep your sword out because it's the Seven of Swords type energy when they come in that throws you way off and probably pushes you behind in life. And you are ready to step up. You're ready to move forward. I have the Knight of Cups under the Queen of Wands and next to the Seven of Pentacles. This is really a sincere love offer. You have a soulmate coming in. They're very sincere. They might have air in their chart, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Also, I think they're a little guarded. I think you're really going to seek truth and clarity from them before you move forward. I think you're really going to get to know them, whether they like it or not, type energy, because they're reserved. They've been through it, and they're holding their sword out too. So I feel like you'll be able to talk a lot. Talk, and you're going to pull it out of them. You're the one that's going to be like getting things going with this person. They're very mature in their thinking. They're a king. All cards are male or female. And I just feel like the two of you, that you're just going to bring out the best in this King of Swords, and they're going to be able to be truthful and honest and clear with you about who they are and what they want. And what I get from all this, and you staying balanced too, and getting rebalanced, I have the Ace of Pentacles. There's an offer that's going to come through this person, this soulmate that's coming in. And this is an offer of commitment, an offer of security and stability. This is beautiful. The Ace of Pentacles. So you got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles here. And the extra card is the Devil. This is what you're rebalancing from. This is what has prevented this Ace of Pentacles to come forward. You've had toxic energy in your life that goes with that Seven of Swords energy. Might have been third parties. Again, we had the Three of Swords, we had the Seven of Swords, the Devil. So, whoever you were attached to before that you are letting go had something toxic attached to them. So it was impossible for that pentacle to come forward, all right? So you're letting it go, and you're seeing it for what it is. This is a card for Capricorn, completely different than the energies. So Capricorn may be strong in someone's chart around this reading. Wow. So you have somebody coming in. You're letting some old energies go that really you need to in order to move forward. And the universe has got your back. They are really helping you to move forward. I'm going to take you out a message from your guardian angels and spirit guides. Let's see what they have to say. This may or may not have to do with this reading. What card is it? Let's see. Which card is it here? And I think it's right in there. It's card 11. And that goes with the Four of Wands. 11, 11. See that? It's called Inner Strength. I'm going to read it to you. You have great courage and kindness. You may not realize how strong and powerful you are, but there's no problem you can't solve. The compassion that you so freely give to others must also be given to yourself. Stand strong in your convictions if the right answer is to tell someone no. I think these are things that you have learned along your way, some of it like telling somebody no, because I think this, whoever you're finally letting go, you are saying no to let them actually their energies leave your life so you can move forward. So Inner Strength was your message from your guardian angels and spirit guides.